Hi there guys, and welcome back to Rickart's journey through Skyrim. You find us here in High Hrothgar. Will you be quiet? And we're here with the Greybeards, who want us to prove our Dragonborn-ness. So,
shout at us, and let us taste of your voice.
You want me to shout? Have it.
Dragonborn, it is you. Welcome to High Hrothgar. I am Master Arngir. I speak for the Greybeards. Now, tell me, Dragonborn, why have you come here?
Well, you called me here. I'm answering your summons, although I wouldn't add the master to the end of that. Who are you? What is this place?
We are the Greybeards, followers of the Way of the Voice. You stand in High Hrothgar, on the slopes of Kinarith's sacred mountain. Here we commune with the voice of the sky and strive to achieve balance between our inner and outer selves.
Okay. I'm ready to learn.
You have shown that you are Dragonborn. You have the inborn gift. But do you have the discipline and temperament to follow the path laid out for you?
I'd say I have more patience than others.
It's to be seen. Without training, you have already taken the first steps towards projecting your voice into a Thu'um, a shout. Now let us see if you are willing and able to learn. When you shout, you speak in the language of dragons. Thus, your dragon blood gives you an inborn ability to learn words of power. All shouts are made up of 3 words of power. As you master each word, your shout will become progressively stronger. Master Einarth will now teach you Ro, the second word in Unrelenting Force. Ro means balance in the dragon tongue. Combine it with Fus, force, to focus your Thu'um more sharply.
Okay. Fus Ro.
You learn a new word like a monster. You truly do have the gift. But learning a word of power is only the first step. You must unlock its meaning through constant practice in order to use it in a shout. Well, that is how the rest of us learn shouts. As Dragonborn, you can absorb a slain dragon's life force and knowledge directly. As part of your initiation, Master Einarth will allow you to tap into his understanding of Ro.
Okay. It's very creepy.
Let us see how quickly you can master your new Thu'um. Use your unrelenting force shout to strike the targets as they appear.
Like that?
Well done. Again.
I can see this becoming very useful. Any more?
You learn quickly. Once more. Impressive. Your Thu'um
Sorry about the pots.
show great promise, Dragonborn. We will perform your next trial in the courtyard. Follow Master Bori.
Okay, following you. What do you use this area for?
We will now see how you learn a completely new shout. Master Bori will teach you Wuld, which means whirlwind. Wuld. You must hear the word within yourself before you can project it into a Thu'um. Approach Master Bori and he will gift you his knowledge of the Wuld.
I still say this is very creepy. So what do we have now? We have... Oh. Whirlwind Sprint. Your Thu'um rushes forward, carrying you in its wake with the speed of a tempest.
Now we will see how quickly you
Didn't select it. There we go.
a new shot. Master Wolfgar will demonstrate Whirlwind Sprint. Then it will be your turn. Master Bori. X. Wolf. Now it's your turn.
What if I run off the mountain?
Master Bori will open the gate. Use your Whirlwind Sprint to pass through before it closes.
You shouldn't have stood there. But thanks for stopping me.
Your quick mastery of a new Thu'um is astonishing. I'd heard the stories of the abilities of Dragonborn, but to see it for myself...
I don't know how I do it, it just seems to happen.
You were given this gift by the gods for a reason. It is up to you to determine how best to use it. You are now ready for your last trial. Retrieve the horn of Jürgen Windcaller, our founder, from his tomb in the ancient fane of Ostengraf. Remain true to the way of the voice, and you will return.
What does it mean to be Dragonborn, in your eyes?
Dragons have the inborn ability to learn and project their voice. Dragons also are able to absorb the power of their slain brethren. A few mortals are born with similar abilities. Whether a gift or a curse has been a matter of debate down through the centuries. What you have already learned in a few days took even the most gifted of us years to achieve. Some believe that Dragonborn are sent into the world by the gods at times of great need. We will speak more of that later, when you are ready.
Okay. And who was Jürgen Windcaller?
He was a great war leader of the ancient Nords, a master of the voice, or tongue. After the disaster at Red Mountain, where the Nord army was annihilated, he spent many years pondering the meaning of that terrible defeat. He finally came to realize that the gods had punished the Nords for their arrogant and blasphemous misuse of the voice. He was the first to understand that the voice should be used solely for the glory and worship of the gods, not the glory of men. Jürgen Windcaller's mastery of the voice eventually overcame all opposition, and the way of the voice was born.
So he was distraught by his defeat and moved up here, away from the world. Okay.
Sky, guard you.
That does sound like someone who's trying to run away from their mistakes, and this horizon is absolutely glorious. It's cold. Too cold. Okay, so we've had a bit of a rest. We've had to sleep outside, simply because, even though I am Dragonborn, High Hrothgar is not open to me just yet, and they won't let me use any of the beds. So we slept outside, in the cold. And, you know, that's fine. Just had to sleep in the shelter of one of the shrines. Let's break up the camp. We need to head to Ustengrav, and we're going to head back first home, just to sort out all of our equipment and stuff that we will need. Thank God we're finally back in Iverstead. That mountain was getting annoyingly quite cold. However, on my way down, I did remind myself that I talked to Wilhelm about the barrow, Shroud Hearth, and I did promise him that I would take a look and sort out this ghost problem they've been having. Yeah, I mean, are you in combat? Oh, because I got my weapon out. There we go. I mean, we'll take a look. It won't hurt. I'm pretty sure this ghost problem is 80% little bit of nonsense. I mean, a haunting is very rare. And, you know, sure, if there is something in the barrow, I mean, sure, walking into barrows is by no means safe. If this guy's gone and got himself killed, then we need to find out what killed him. Uh-oh. People with masks.
You there. You're the one they call Dragonborn.
They seem to think so. Actually, no, yes, I did absorb the soul. Yeah.
Your lies fall on deaf ears, deceiver.
Who?
The true Dragonborn comes. You are but his shadow. When Lord Mirak appears, all shall bear witness. None shall stand to oppose him.
Mirak? Oh! They are getting through my lesser ward. You will not kill my follower. Sorry, I have no idea what they were talking about.
And who among us could possibly hold that honor?
Me. Trollfat cultist robes. No. Orders. Board the vessel Northern Maiden, docked at Ravenrock. Take it to Windhelm, then begin your search. Kill the false Dragonborn known as Rickard before he reaches Solstheim. Return with word of your success, and Mirak shall be most pleased. Why are so many people trying to kill me? Dragons, cultists. It's all just too much. I came here just to stop a ritual. Now I'm Dragonborn and hero of all the Nords. I go into places like this and kill stuff. That's all I do. I didn't ask for any of this. So if there's another Dragonborn out there somewhere, he can do it. He can kill the dragons. He can go to Jurgen Windcaller and take his horn. There we go. Shroud Half Barrow. Let's just put it on. So we need to return to Klimek and investigate Shroud Half Barrow. Alright, so let's see what's going on here. The Draugr seem at rest.
Leave this place. Leave this place.
Is that an elf?
Leave. Leave.
Something's not right. I mean, clearly, a ghost just told us to leave. Before the ages of man. What's an illusion spellbook doing here? By Einkantar of Shimmerine. Before man came to rule Tamriel, before the chronicles of the historians recorded the affairs of the rulers of Tamriel, the events of our world are known only through myths and legends, and through the divinely inspired teachings of the 9 divines. For convenience, historians divide the distant ages of prehistory into 2 broad periods of time, the Dawn and the Marathic Eras. The Dawn Era is that period before the beginning of mortal time, when the feats of the gods take place. The Dawn Era ends with the exodus of the gods and magic from the world. At the founding of the Adamantine Tower, that is in High Rock. Or in Daggerfall anyway. The term Marathic comes from the Nordic, literally the era of the elves. The Marathic Era is the prehistoric time after the exodus of the gods and magic from the world. At the founding of the Adamantine Tower, and before the arrival of Ysgramor, the Nord in Tamriel. The following are the most notable events of the Dawn Era, presented roughly in the sequence as it must be understood, by creatures of time such as ourselves. The cosmos formed the Orbris, chaos or totality, by Anu and Padme. Akatosh, who is Oriel, formed and time began. The gods, Et Ada, and others, formed. Lorcan convinced or tricked the gods into creating the mortal plane, known as Nirn. The mortal plane was at this point highly magical and dangerous, as the gods walked. The physical makeup of the mortal plane and even the timeless continuity of existence itself became unstable. When Magnus, architect of the planes for the mortal world, decided to terminate the project, the gods convened at the Adamantine Tower, Dureni Tower, the oldest known structure in Tamriel, and decided what to do. Most left when magic did. Others sacrificed themselves into other forms so that they might stay. I can't see that word. I can't say that word. Eblanofe? I can't read that word. Lorcan was condemned by the gods to exile in the mortal realms, and his heart was torn out and cast from the tower. Where it landed, a volcano formed, with magic, in the mythic sense. Gone, the cosmos stabilized. Elven history, finally linear, began in the Marathic era 2500. The Marathic Era was figured by early Nord scholars as a series of years numbered in reverse order backward from their beginning of time. The founding of the Comoran dynasty recorded as the year 0 of the First Era. Blimey. The prehistoric events of the Marathic Era are listed here with their traditional Nordic Marathic dates. The earliest, Mirific date cited by King Harald's scholars was ME 2500, the Nordic reckoning of the first year of time. As such, the Mirific era extends from ME 2500 in the distant past to ME 1, the year before the founding of the Comoran dynasty, and the establishment of the White Gold Tower as an independent city-state. According to King Harald's bards, ME 2500 was the date of the construction of the Adamantine Tower on Balferia Island in High Rock, the oldest known structure of Tamriel. This corresponds roughly to the earliest historical dates given in various unpublished Elvish chronicles. During the early Mirific era, the aboriginal beast peoples of Tamriel, the ancestors of the Khajiit, Argonian, Orcish and other beast folk, lived in pre-literate communities throughout Tamriel. In the Middle Mirific era, the Aldmeri, mortals of elven origin, refugees, left their doomed and now lost continent of Aldmeris. Also known as Old, there's that word again, Ebonolfe, and settled in southwestern Tamriel. The first colonies were distributed in wide intervals on islands along the entire coast of Tamriel. Later inland settlements were founded primarily in fertile lowlands in southwest and central Tamriel. Wherever the beast folk encountered the elves, the sophisticated, literate, technologically advanced Aldmeri cultures displaced the primitive beast folk into jungles, marshes, mountains and wastelands. The Adamantine Tower was rediscovered and captured by the Direni, a prominent and powerful Aldmeri clan. The Crystal Tower was built on the Somerset Isle, and later the White Gold Tower in Cyrodiil. During the Middle Mirific era, Aldmeri explorers mapped the coasts of Vardenfell, building the first era High Elven wizard towers at Old Redania, Balfell, Tel Aruban, and Tel Mora in Morrowind. It was also during this period that Aelid, wild elven settlements, flourished in the jungles surrounding White Gold Tower, present-day Cyrodiil. Wild elves, also known as the Heartland High Elves, preserved the Dawn era, magics and language of the Ebonolfe. Ostensibly, a tribute land to the High King of Alinor. The Heartland's long lines of communication from the Somerset Isles sovereignty effectively isolated Cyrodiil from the High Kings at Crystal Tower. The late Middle Mirific era is the period of the High Velothi culture, the Kaima, ancestors of the modern Dunmer or Dark Elves, were dynamic, ambitious, long-lived elven clans devoted to the fundamentalist ancestor worship. The Kaima clans followed the prophet Veloth out of ancestral elven homelands in the southwest to settle the lands now known as Morrowind. Despising the secular culture and profane practices of the Dwemer, the Kaima also coveted the lands and resources of the Dwemer, and for centuries provoked them with minor raids and territorial disputes. The Dwemer, also known as dwarves, free-thinking, reclusive elven clans devoted to the secrets of science, engineering, and alchemy, established underground cities and communities in the mountain range. Later, the Velothi Mountains, separating Morrowind and Skyrim. The late Mirific era marks the precipitous decline of the Velothi culture. Some Velothi settled in villages near declining and abandoned ancient Velothi towers. During this period, Velothi high culture disappeared on Vardenfell Island. The earliest Dwemer freehold colonies date from this period. Degenerate Velothi devolved into tribal cultures, which in time evolved into the modern great houses of Morrowind, or persisted as barbarian Ashlander tribes. The only surviving traces of this tribal culture are scattered Velothi towers and Ashlander nomads of Vardenfell Island. The original First Era High Elven wizard towers along the coasts of Tamriel were also abandoned about this time. It was a late Merethic area that the pre-literate humans, the so-called Nedic peoples from the continent of Atmora, also Atmora or the Elderwood in Aldmeris, migrated and settled in northern Tamriel. The Nord culture hero Ysgramor, leader of the great colonizing fleet to Tamriel, is credited with developing runic transcription of Nord speech based on Elven principles, and so Ysgramor is considered the first human historian. Ysgramor's fleet landed at Sayric Head, at the extreme northern tip of Skyrim's Broken Cape. The Nords built their legendary city of Sarthor. The elves drove the men away during the Night of Tears, but Ysgramor soon returned with his 500 companions. Also during the late Merethic era, the legendary immortal hero, warrior, sorcerer, and king, variously known as Delanor, Whitestrake, Harald, Hairy Breeks, Ysmir, Hans the Fox, etc., wandered Tamriel, gathering armies, conquering lands, ruling, then abandoning his kingdoms to wander again. Are those all his titles? Sorcerer and King, variously known as Delanor Whitestrake, Harold Hairy Breeks, Ysmir, Hans the Fox, etc. He has a lot of titles. And began to wander again. Conquering lands, ruling, then abandoning his kingdoms to wander again. Wow. That's the guy who really just can't settle down. And again, why is that an illusion skill book? I don't know. Before the ages of man. Either way, right, we need to open that gate, and chances are lots of bad things are going to happen. Or not. That was a lot simpler than I remember. Alright, where did this ghost go? He went... Well, it's a good job I didn't walk in there straight away. That door is locked. First, let's just follow the footsteps of our ghost, hey? Too many traps in this place. Where are you? There you are. He hits hard. Woo! I just saw my health go down to the lowest thing possible. I'm actually running out of potions. I need to make some. Let's just bring up fast healing. Oh, why hello! Filther of the Phantom. Appears spectral for 30 seconds. Interesting. Now that I did not expect. Someone has figured out how to look spectral alchemically. And now I'm hungry. Wendelius' journal. Journal of Wendelius Gatharian. This is about 2 years ago. I've set up camp inside the barrow. This has to be the place according to all of my research. The burial chamber should be located here. All I need is some time undisturbed to find the claw. Similar to the golden claw? It must be hidden here somewhere. And about 7 days later, had a close call today with that fool Wilhelm. He came close to entering the barrow, but I was able to scare him off by rattling some pottery shards in my bag. These people are far too superstitious for their own good. Gives me an idea. After a few failures, I've come up with a mixture that should do the trick. The glow is perfect. I should look exactly like one of the supposed spirits the people of Iverstead believe is haunting the barrow. Going to test it out tomorrow. Success. It worked better than I could have imagined. All I had to do was wander about the entrance to the barrow at night and wave my arms about. I had to stop myself from laughing aloud as they ran away. This should keep them at bay while I continue searching for the claw. Almost half a year has passed and no sign of the claw or any clues as to its whereabouts. This is becoming maddening. It has to be here. Can't risk hiring any assistance, so I'll have to continue alone. It isn't here. It can't be here. This isn't right. It must be the people of Iverstead. They must be onto my ruse. They are toying with me. They want to find the burial chamber on their own and keep the riches for themselves. Why? Why are they tormenting me? Why not just destroy me? Who am I? My head is becoming clouded. I can't remember anything. I have to read my journal to remember my purpose. Am I a part of this tomb? Am I meant to guard it? What's becoming of me? And then you can see here, he's gone straight from 4th era 200 to the 1st era 1050. That's creepy. He went back in time so many years. Was it the Filther of the Phantom? Did he confuse himself? Did he poison his own brain? Oh, that's pretty sad. They shall not take my treasure. They shall all pay dearly for their crimes. Any who set foot within these walls will taste my wrath, my power. I am a guardian of the Shroud Half Barrow, and all who oppose me will fall. Oh. Yeah, I know, right? Well, let's go tell Wilhelm the good news. I wonder where that claw is, because he went mad waiting for it to appear. Oh, if there's no treasure here, there must be treasure behind this door. Oh, don't break the pick. Got it. Oh! Close.
Still here. You go on ahead.
Yeah. I don't want you treading on this as I get near it. Can I disarm that? Nope. Must be to the right then. Flawless amethyst, and I'll take the gold.
We heading out?
Yep.
Get going.
Let's get out of here. Let's go tell Wilhelm the good news. That his entire town is stupid. Oh, we can speak to Klimek at the same time. He's standing by the river. Hey, mate.
Ah, good to see you again. How'd that delivery go?
Smooth.
Quite a climb, wasn't it? Anyway, much appreciated. Here, take this for your troubles.
Thank you.
Thanks again for the legwork.
Oh, I'll take that Nern route. Maybe we need to buy some food while we're here as well.
We don't get many visitors through here, unless they're headed up to High Hrothgar, of course.
Oh, was I supposed to...
Eyes open.
I was, wasn't I?
Barrow. That's how they get you.
So yeah, that made me feel a touch stupid. I was meant to pick up the journal, not leave it down there.
We don't get many visitors through here, unless they're headed up to High Hrothgar, of course.
I found this journal in Shroud Half Barrow. You're all fools.
Let me see that. I can't believe this. It was all just a fabrication of this Windelius character.
Indeed.
I can't believe we were so stupid.
I can.
Least I can do is give you something for taking care of him. If you won't accept it as a payment, consider it a gift.
The Dragon Claw? You had it all along. Oh my, this keeps getting better and better. I need to buy some food.
Let's sate that appetite, hmm?
How much salt do you have? You just have one. Beef, chicken. I'll take the milk. I'll take the rabbit haunches as well, tomato, and some mead. Have you got any... I suppose I am looking for work. Have you got any leads?
Here, take a look at this. Some of the Jarl's men came by and left this bounty letter.
Kill the dragon at Autumn Watch Tower.
If you pass through again, stop by for a drink.
I suppose that has become my charge. What's the time, by the way? It's 12:35. It's barely noon. Let's,
I think I saw it again. That ghost. It was.
Oh, it's all sorted now, love. Don't worry.
That thing's evil in
So, we now have the claw to Shroud Half Barrow. Let's go take a look. Let's see what's in there. I know, but there's treasure inside and we need the gold. I mean, the plan that the route that I'm planning to take to get to Oostengrav is to go by Solitude first, then through Morthal. Like, so we'll walk to Solitude, rest up there, and then we'll work our way back to Morthal, setting up camp along the way. Because I have a Daedric beacon, and apparently that Daedric prince wants it back because there's something inside its temple that it wants me to kill. I mean, she was talking of defilement, and you know, that all sounds very necromantic-ish. So it's right up my street, really. Ah, the Hall of Stories. At least I believe that's what it's called. That's what the bandit called it. Right. So the key to all of these is on the underside of every key. Dragonfly, owl, wolf. Fairly simple. Stepping back just in case. Anything waiting for me? Nope. However, maybe a torch is needed. There's another spell book on there. oak flesh. Isn't that what you use? Uh-oh. Oh, this is useful. One-hit wonders. Come on. Oop. Missed. There are a lot of Draugr in this tiny room. There we go. This absorbing stamina is so useful. I think that's what I need there. Try not to fall in there. I think that was another trap. Going up any further. I mean, there's a door there. Master lock. Do you think it's worth a try? Let's give it a go. Got it. First try. Ha, no, not really. Oh, that was terrible. And this is expert. Oh, you. That's just a joke. I mean, it could be worse. This could again be master. Just be glad it's not. A dwarven bow. Necklace of minor alchemy. Amulet of Stendar. Don't really know if that was worth it. I nearly walked face first. I can hear skeleton. Just please be careful with that one. Oh. Did that really do that much damage to me? Yes, it did. Potions. Fortify health. Potion of healing. Run, 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 run. I actually need to hide. Oh boy. I'm actually doing alright, it's just numbers are a thing. I hope she wasn't in that. Oh no, there she is. You know what we can do? We can actually give her a helping hand. The same way she helped us.
A healing spell? Are you a priest?
No. Just useful, the same as you. Let's go back to our paladin sword. Hello. I'm actually trying to trigger that. This was a mistake, wasn't it? Where's the stop? I didn't mean to do that. Where is she? She's there. Where is the trigger? There it is. Oh! Oh, that was mean. God, do not walk on that like I did. Uh-oh. Is there one back there? No? Oh, good. So, gold. And the Shroud Half Barrow's key. I need that for there, it would seem. Let's get a torch out. Why would there be... Ah. Ah. Yeah, you're now in the way. Let me guess. The puzzle's on the other side of this room? Oh! How very not nice. He hits hard. Potions of damage health. Resist frost. Magic and health. Need more magicka. Resist. I have resist magic. Restore magicka. Restore health. Uh-oh. This is going to be cutting it pretty darn close. Where did she go? Did you want to help at all? No? Okay. Gold and a ruby. Okay. So let's see. Treading on this. Reveals an eagle. And a whale. So I know I need an eagle and a whale on the far side. Now I do know they'll start to go the other way. Then I need snake and whale again. Yeah, that should be it. I can see you creeping. Potion of health. Sorely needed. Okay, so there's a trap there. She treads on it, she will kill me. Ah, another treasure room. And just a fire trap. I thought it might be the case. Ow, ow, ow. That fire lingers. That I did not know. Is there a disarm? I can't see a disarm, so I'm going to have to activate it. Yeah. These rocks are the worst. Minor Magicka and a longbow. Can't think why I might need that. How deep does this place go? Shroud Hearth Depths.
Huh?
Ah. I think I've reached the bottom.